Alright, so here we are jumping into ARSC section 60A, which contain the general principles for engagements performed in accordance with statements on standards for accounting and review services, and that's SSARS. And this is put together by SSARS number 21 and 23, and it's effective for periods ending on or after December 15, 2015. So now down in the scope section, this tells us what these requirements, or rather what types of engagements these requirements apply to. And so basically, it's telling us that these standards apply to any engagement that is going to say that it is performed in accordance with SSARS. So typically, SSARS is used as a framework for performing preparation of financial statements, compilations of financial statements, and financial statement reviews. And so the AR60A is intended to help us to better understand our professional responsibilities when we're performing those types of engagements. And so this ARC section 60A is just general requirements for those types of engagements. And each of the different specific engagements, for instance, compilations, reviews, or preparation engagements, have their own additional requirements, and those are in other sections. So those engagements have to comply with their specific requirements, as well as the general requirements that are included in this ARC section 60A. And also they give a caveat here that these requirements don't address our responsibilities as they relate to legislation, regulation, or otherwise, so we need to comply with those rules that are outside of this as well, although SSARS may be helpful in helping us to comply with them. Also, SSARS specifies that these are not responsibilities that are put onto management, and therefore SSARS doesn't override laws and regulations that govern their responsibilities. And so the financial statements that are subject to the SSARS engagement are those of the entity. So as such, we as the accountants are not responsible for the financial statements subject to the engagement, and also we're not subject to management's responsibilities either. So the SSARS sets responsibilities for us, the accountants, and then management has its own responsibilities that we will get into later. So basically the objective of this SSARS ARC section 60A is to give us an understanding of the general principles for engagements performed in accordance for SSARS. So give us the overarching goals for performing all engagements under SSARS, and so that includes compilations, preparation engagements, as well as financial statement reviews. So now that we understand the scope of what this section entails, we can start digging into the details of how we go about performing these engagements in the next several videos.